Rugged field work involving several hundred miles are the final tests. All models completed a trip over the jagged Sawtooth Mountains of Idaho. This trip started from McKay, Idaho, and went up through the Chalice and Sawtooth National Forests, over Trail Creek Summit, and down to Sun Valley on the other side of the range. The state of Idaho, Forest Service, Soil Conservation Service, and private companies participated. Avalanche observations and snow measurements were taken by the Department of Agriculture organizations, and they provided leadership and safety for the group. The equipment was developed specifically for this work and testing. The last check of all equipment was made, and the machines lined up to take the order that will be used on the first day's trip. There was two-way radio contact between the first and last machines. The expedition climbs up out of the Lost River Valley. The highest mountains are still to the west. So far, the going is pleasant and easy, but with each mile, the snowpack deepens. The second night, Wild Horse Ranger Station high in the Sawtooths, jumping off spot for the hazardous trip around Hinman Peak. Alan Hatteen, president of Polaris, puts the hot ship through its final test. Changing directions is easy and effective. There has been no trouble yet, but there's avalanche country ahead. In the primitive area, you never gamble. The trip to Hinman starts up an easy trail, although snow depth is now much greater. Protected inside the machines with cabs, the ride is pleasant. The first obstacle, trees battered down by the heavy snows, block the trail. Fallen trees and avalanche paths are the two most dangerous hazards. Down timber is cut and moved. Enthusiastic members of the expedition quickly clear the trail. Logs too big to be moved do not stop the machines. In that case, a ramp of brush is piled in front and back of the log, and the equipment driven over the top. A mountain stream and a forest service bridge, built to stand up to the heaviest snow. There's no danger of its collapsing, but a skid here could send a machine sliding into the gorge. Near the east side of Hinman Peak, the majestic mountains hold the attention of everyone, and the terrain is so rugged, only the most experienced mountaineers would even attempt it. The steep ridges of rock rise out of the snowpack and up to 12,700 feet. The area above timberline is like the treeless tundra of the Arctic, and all those who go there must be equipped for Arctic conditions. The rugged terrain is an extreme test for the machines and men. The trip down has time for sport, as the trail is known and safe. And the skiers take off with the machines. On the steeper parts of the trail, the skiers can go faster than the machines. The rundown is sporting for both the machines and skiers. One skier gaily rides a single ski. The mountain scenes fall away in the background. The last machine has the mission of checking to make certain that all skiers get down safely. The trail is bumpy and has some hazards, even though everyone has been over it once. Skiers fall occasionally, but the last man makes certain of the safety of the group. The next day, a reconnaissance trip starts for Trail Creek Summit and hits powder snow. There are avalanche paths beyond the summit, which must be checked before the final run to Sun Valley. Trail Creek Summit is reached with ease, and the day has turned bright and clear. Clear, cold weather and powder snow present a challenge to the capabilities of the men and machines. But even under the toughest conditions, everyone is in a happy mood because the men now have confidence in their machines and what they can do. nothing like a tumble in soft snow. And there's a lot of boy and men while they're having fun. So it's man overboard. Walking in this snow is almost impossible, and a good reminder that no matter how great man's endurance, without a machine he is almost helpless in deep snow. The humor of the situation shines through. But back to the machines. Katine and Brandt, Polaris officials, consider tomorrow's trip through the avalanche terrain. Time for a quick lunch before returning to the ranger station to prepare for the next day's journey. Snow rangers of the Forest Service have the responsibility for safety from avalanches. Explosives are used for control and also skiing on test slopes. The area is declared safe until new snow. The next day, heavy snow is falling. The avalanche danger rises each hour. A race against time is on. The operators must get through the pass before the avalanche danger is too high. The sleds do not slow down the equipment as the race goes on. Lights are turned on as visibility drops in the storm. A snow course aerial marker en route where over 8 feet of snow has been measured. This is it, the avalanche path. Now each machine must go it alone, one at a time. Above the trail, outposts are placed to watch for the first sign of sliding snow, while anxious drivers inch their way across the avalanche path. Even the trail has vanished, and a new path must be cut. Every eye is strained for the first sign of movement on the slope, for with each snowflake the danger mounts, and in seconds could become an all-engulfing mass, blotting out every vestige of life in this white wilderness. The last machine makes its way through the slide paths to the easy run into Sun Valley. A final check to see that everyone is safely through, and then the long run to the valley 3,000 feet below. Sun Valley the next morning lives up to its name, and the machines